This coverage is brought to you by Autosessive.com, Custom Cages, Norway Ice Driving, Sherwood Engines, Skipton Ford, Swift Caravans and West Wales Rally Spares. After our feature on the Tuttle Porsche operated Norway ice driving experience earlier in the year, Richard Tuttle contacted us to see if I'd like to try my hand at driving one of the Porsche 911s. And so on a typically wet summer's day, we found ourselves at Phil Price's rally school in mid-Wales with a 250 horsepower version for me to scare myself in. I've been driving for cars on and off for 30 years. I've never driven anything like this. Tell me a little bit about the car.
Well, to a lot of people it's all back to front, but to those in the know it's about the optimum you can have in this period, and it's just a question of understanding the dynamic of the car and crack on. They're good fun. I'm
told that they've got no front end grip. The back wants to take over all the time. So what are you going to show me today?
I'm going to show you a way to get round some of the issues. The best comparison is, say, compare Ford Escort to a 911, and yes, it's a polar opposite. So everything you do in an Escort, you do the opposite, and you'll be about right in a 911. But they work tremendously well. It's an understanding thing.
Tell me a little bit about the cars. I mean, the Porsche can run in Category 1, Category 2 and Category 3 in the British Historic Rally Championship. Well, tell me about the development of the Porsches.
Well, they started off in 64, 65 with 2-litre cars, and in terms of classic rallying, they go all the way through to 81, where you go up to a 3-litre car. But in reality, from 73, where you've got a 3-litre 911, to 81, the difference in terms of straight line speed and that sort of thing is the same. So the evolution is very gradual. But as the years go on, we don't get a whole load more advantage than we've ever got in 73.
Now, would you say you're a staunch Porsche supporter? Tell me why you like the car so much.
I like them in terms of driving them because it presents an incredible mental challenge. We spend days and days driving these cars in both Norway and UK and all over the world. I haven't got a great concentration span, so if I've been around a lake in a front-engine rear-wheel drive car, I am genuinely bored within about a lap. A 911 asks you questions every moment you're driving it, and so the challenge to understand it and to drive it under limit is more than anything mentally stimulating.
Going back to your last outing in a rally was the Severn Valley last year, which you were leading until you had 2 punctures. Tell me about that experience, because you were just a little bit quicker than the Escorts. Was that a surprise to you?
In truth, no. I would always expect to be up the front. It had been 4 years since I'd been down a gravel stage, so from the in-car camera, and I think by the comments you made, it was a real shambles in the car. And by the end of the afternoon, we started to get the hang of it, and obviously the pace was there. But a well-driven 911 is unbeatable, period.
Really?
I believe so. And if you look just from an engineering point of view, we have independent suspension, we have high capacity engine, we have traction. So once you get your head around it, they're fantastic.
Tell me about the ultimate spec, classic or historic rally car then, historic rally Porsche.
As with all historic rally cars, starts with a body shell. And once you've got that right, with a 911 you're essentially modifying a lot of standard parts, because the 911 Imperial was a fantastic vehicle, very well made. So unlike other cars, you don't have to throw it all away. But you end up with a car which can be 1,000 kilos, 300 horsepower. That's pretty difficult to beat.
And then Richard showed me just how stimulating that was, especially when you're sitting in the passenger seat. And then we got down to business. So explain to me now the theory behind driving a Porsche 911 quickly.
Okay, firstly, I split every single corner into three sections, a third, and a third.
Yes.
The first third I want to be really aggressive, and you can see here I want to brake very late.
Yeah.
I want to get the car turned in, and now I wait.
Yes.
In the last third of the corner I want to be as aggressive as I can be again. And it's all to do with weight transfer. So I come in here, I brake, I turn, I wait, and then I go.
You're waiting for the car to get the grip?
I'm waiting for the rear end to sort itself out. So here, braking, down a gear, turn in, patient, now I can go. Braking, turn in, full acceleration. You see here, I brake late, I turn in, and now I'm delicate. Wait, I've messed that up.
Yeah.
Now I go. I got mid-corner understeer, that's what happened there.
Yes.
And the only reason I can overcome that is by being more aggressive on the way in.
I'm with you. So in other words, you're going in a bit more sideways.
We'll go steady over these bumps.
Yeah.
And again here now, we'll come in here, cute hairpin, brake very late, because a car fundamentally doesn't want to turn in. A little bit of a handbrake, gently, gently to get the traction. Now we go full throttle. Very, very slippy day today.
Yeah.
But here we go, into this corner, brake, down the gear, get the car turned in, and I've now got to get on it as soon as I can, so I don't revert to understeer. And I've been on full throttle there.
Really?
For the whole of the second half of the corner. So I turn in, and then I'm on the power very, very early. What you have to be very careful of here, today, is the road.
Yeah.
And that would go for any car. Here we're braking, there's very little braking to be done. A little bit of handbrake, gently, gently, and now look at this traction. There's no other car in the historic field that will do that.
Yeah.
Crest here, get your line right, and then away we go. Always up the gears, we've got loads of torque. Braking early, turn in. Wait, 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 wait. Now I'm on full throttle, bit sideways on the way out, and away we go. And that's the secret. It's all about throttle early in the corner and actually driving the car through. Once you tell this car what to do, it will do it. But if you ask it nicely to do what you want it to do, it will laugh at you.
So then it was my turn. And the question was, would I make the car do what I wanted? Or would it laugh at me?
Patient now, just gently feed it in, gently, gently. Okay. That's a perfect 911 moment.
I guess it was laughing.
That is classic 911 stuff.
I just accelerated.
Too eager on the throttle.
Too eager.
You know this business about
you were saying
patience.
Wait.
Patience, patience, patience.
So easy off here.
That's it. Now we can go short straight. Use the power. Braking. Second gear. Lift off in the middle. Lift off. Let it come out now gently. Now go flat out as fast as you want. Well done. Look at the acceleration.
Soon as getting the corners okay.
Yeah, the left-hand drive's not as scary as I expected either.
But with the left-hand drive, still missing the occasional gear.
It comes back to what I was saying earlier.
Mine's fourth. Yeah, sorry about that.
Gently. Well done. Well done. Okay. Braking. Okay.
I'm there.
What happened there?
Turned in too soon, accelerated too hard.
And then you're pointing in the middle of the corner, which is not where you want to be.
It wasn't long though before I was driving the car just as fast as I wanted to around this tricky venue. I didn't want to damage the car after all.
I don't want to get too carried away though, because I start to get confidence then and I'll have an accident.
Exactly. I just wanted you to get this feeling which you're already getting.
It's alright, I'm there.
Well done.
I've got car control.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm just getting that corner wrong.
Lift off, lift off. Now go. Gently, wind the steering on before you need it.
Yeah. Before you accelerate almost.
Upper gear, as soon as you can.
Yeah.
I love the idea of short shifting in a 911. You're slightly offline here while we're losing traction. Over your side of the road.
I'm there.
Gently.
Whoa!
Well done.
Right.
And the things that really impressed me were, one, the drivability of the Porsche, because it had so much torque. Two, the way the car rode the bumps. The suspension travel was astonishing, and I never felt a single jolt. And three, the brakes. I never really got used to just how good they were, to be honest. Certainly not in the time available to me on this particular day.
Off.
Just get it. All I want you to do is get it straight, and then we go again. When I say off, it's literally momentary. Keep in your side. Now your line's working. The car's much more balanced. You predicted the steering issue. A bit wide again. Well done. Get it neat. Well done. Now we're talking.
Now we are.
That was a great experience. I don't think I learnt a lot, but it was better than I expected and quicker than I expected. How did you enjoy it?
It's the usual thing. A quick 20-minute session. I overloaded you mentally, but you got the hang of it pretty quickly. As you say, you didn't learn a lot. There were a few corners where you were bang on, and once you got that feeling, then the excitement built, and you got a bit carried away. But that's what happens, and what we've tried to do in a short space of time is very, very difficult.
The big surprise to me was it didn't understeer anything like I expected, apart from when I was driving badly, which was most of the time. But it didn't understeer, and tail happy was, as you say, control it. Don't accelerate until it's straight. Don't slide it out of a corner, because that's when I spin.
Yeah, I think what we understood pretty early on was that the rear of the car really isn't the problem. It's the front, and once you've got the front under control, then it's just being disciplined with the rear. And yeah, as I say, when we were driving, if you have an issue, settle it, and then get on. Don't spend the next 200 metres sorting that issue out, because you're much slower. You're much better just to reset the whole deal and crack on.
And do you think that this sort of thing applies to anybody driving any rally car, or is it just a Porsche trait? You know, like letting it settle down rather than going mental for the 200 yards?
I think you have to admit a point in a rally car where you've got to reset it all, because yes, you can go down a straight going from side to side, but it's not fast. As boring as it is, straight is fast. So it certainly applies to other rally cars. However, with a 911, because you've got this weight issue over the rear, then it's slightly exaggerated, I'd say.
Well, I'd like to thank you for today. You've filled a lifetime's ambition for me.
Absolute pleasure. Genuine pleasure.
Thank you.
Wrapping up, all I can say is, if you do get the chance to drive a Porsche 911 rally car, take it. You'll never forget it. This coverage is brought to you by Autosessive.com, Custom Cages, Norway Ice Driving, Sherwood Engines, Skipton Ford, Swift Caravans and West Wales Rally Spares.